practicing multiplication and or addition. You can make this game competitive or you can play by yourself. So if you're going to make it competitive, you're going to want 2 wheels and probably your wheels to be on 2 different pages so that you can each have your own space. You're going to end up writing a number in the middle, numbers around the outside and around the further outside. So the first set, decide if you're adding or multiplying. So I'm going to be multiplying in the first one. So you're going to write any numbers around the outside in any order. So if I do 2, 6, 9, 3, 4, 8, 7, and 5. You could do enough sections of the wheel so that there's all the numbers. You could do 12, and then you're going up to your 12 times tables. If you're playing against somebody, you want to make sure that you have the same numbers that they have. Then you're going to want 1 dice. If one of your board games is lucky enough to have a dice that goes up to 9, fantastic. Otherwise, you're going up to the 6 times tables. If you don't have that, you could always cut out the numbers 1 through 9 on paper and draw them, or use a deck of cards and use ace through 9. So if I'm playing against somebody or myself, I'm going to roll it. Whatever number I roll here, I write in the middle, and then I have to get my times tables done and see who completes first. So I'm going to write it rolled off, a 5, and I go in any order. 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 6 is 30, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 4 is 20, 15, and keep going and see who finishes first. You can play this as many times as you want because every time you roll, it'll be different. It just means you have to create a new wheel each time, unless you have a whiteboard, and then you'd be lucky enough that you could, or a pencil, and just erase the middle and keep going on the outside. If you are adding, you're going to want to pick bigger numbers. 32, 70, 64, 81. And don't do all 0s and 5s at the end. 12, 17, 14, and 48. Again, if you're playing against somebody, you want to make sure that they have these same numbers. Come to think of it, this would actually work for subtraction as well, but we'll stick with adding. And then when I'm playing with somebody, I'm going to roll that dice. It's a 3, and we say on your mark, get set, go, and you're going to add 3 plus 32 is 35, 84, 67, and keep going to see who finishes first. If you're doing subtraction, you go 48, subtract 3, 14, subtract 3, 17, subtract 3, and keep going.